Hey everyone, and welcome back to Idea Mechanics. We're all about showing you that innovation isn't some random eureka moment. No, it's a skill, something you can actually master. And today, we're diving into a really powerful system called TRIZ to unlock a much smarter way of thinking about sustainability.
So let's talk about a common myth, right? When you think about protecting the environment, you probably think we need more stuff, more tech, more batteries, more complicated data. But what if I told you the most powerful solutions are actually way simpler? What if they're more elegant and maybe even hiding in plain sight? Well, that's exactly what the TRIZ way is all about. And to guide us on this journey, we've got the main man himself, our lead expert here at Idea Mechanics, the Innovation Catalyst. He's here to break down TRIZ for us. Now, TRIZ, that's the theory of inventive problem solving, is this incredible systematic method that takes these huge, complex challenges and turns them into problems we can actually solve. He's the one who shows us time and again that innovation isn't magic, it's a process, a repeatable one that we can all learn. So if you're ready to stop waiting for luck to strike and start mastering systematic discovery, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the Idea Mechanics team. And hey, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when our next innovation breakdown drops. We really want to build this culture with you, so drop a comment below and let us know which TRIZ principle or tech challenge you want us to tackle next.
All right, let's get into it. To totally bust that myth about complexity we were talking about, our Innovation Catalyst is pointing us to a really powerful tool in the TRIZ toolbox, Principle 32, which is all about visual proof. And the core idea? It's so simple, it's brilliant. Just let the environment itself tell you what's going on. And our catalyst is really highlighting the crucial mindset shift right here. See, instead of immediately asking, okay, what new piece of tech can we add to this? The TRIZ approach flips the question. It asks, how can we just change the color of something to give us the critical info we need? This forces us to look for elegant, built-in solutions, not just, bolt-on more expensive hardware. Okay, so let's see how this actually plays out in the real world. Our first case study is a fantastic one. Seriously, this is incredible because it uses straight-up biology to solve a huge industrial problem. Just try to wrap your head around the scale of this problem. You've got kilometers and kilometers of pipeline, and you need to know immediately if there's a dangerous gas leak anywhere. How do you do that? Deploying thousands of electronic sensors and then trying to power them all? It's a total logistical and financial nightmare.
And this is where that TRIZ thinking just shines. The solution isn't some new fancy machine, it's a plant. Yeah, you heard that right. It turns out alfalfa plants are super sensitive to natural gas. So you plant them along the pipeline, and if there's a leak, their leaves go from this healthy green to a really distinct bright yellow. The plant is the sensor. How cool is that? And that is the innovation win right there. What you get is a zero power, super low cost, and amazingly effective visual warning system. It's literally a living sensor that's on duty 24/7 and doesn't need a single battery. Now that is what sustainable design looks like in the real world. Okay, so that was awesome, but now let's see how this exact same principle can be used to tackle a completely different but just as massive problem, resource waste, specifically in our global food supply chain. Think about this for a second. A huge amount of food gets thrown away, not because we know for sure it's spoiled, but just because we think it might be. Imagine a refrigerated truck has a power issue for a few hours. That whole shipment, it often gets tossed, just in case. We're literally throwing away tons of good food simply because we don't have clear information. So the systematic solution here comes from chemistry. They use something called thermochromic inks, and they integrate them right into the food packaging. It's simple. When the food is safe and has been kept at the right temperature, the label is blue. But, and this is the key, if the temperature ever goes into the danger zone, the ink has a chemical reaction that's irreversible. It turns white, and it stays white permanently. And the result of that? No more guessing. The label gives you definite visual proof. It's either blue and safe, or it's white and it's not. This one simple color change saves tons of perfectly good food from the landfill. And at the same time, it protects all of us from food that's actually gone bad. And our catalyst has laid it all out for us perfectly in this table. Just look at this. You have two totally different, really complex environmental problems. Industrial safety on one hand, and food waste on the other. And yet, both are solved by the exact same underlying principle, using a simple, undeniable visual trigger to give us the information we need. This is what we're talking about when we say systematic innovation. So, after all that, what's the big takeaway here? For every innovator watching, what's the one crucial point you should be getting from our catalysts breakdown? It all comes down to this. Real, true sustainability isn't always about piling on more tech. It's about elegant design. It's about making the environment an active communicator. When you apply Principle 32, you're basically turning the thing itself, or its immediate surroundings, into the sensor. And that simple, visual proof, that change from green to yellow or blue to white, it's often way more powerful and a heck of a lot more efficient than wading through pages and pages of data.
And so, our innovation catalyst leaves all of us with a challenge. Just look around you. I mean, really look. At your job, in your house, in your community. What's an invisible problem that's right there in front of you? A hidden danger, maybe, or a source of waste that no one notices? And then ask yourself, could a simple color change make it visible? That's the power of systematic discovery. Thanks so much for joining us here at Idea Mechanisms.